Back like we never left.
Damn.
I didn't say that the whole time I'm done, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't heard that one in a while.
Yeah. I didn't because man, because we weren't back, but now we back.
Hey.
Yeah, we are back like we never left, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we never did.
Yeah, we never left.
But we are back now.
Technically, we never did, but it's crazy because I still have a copyright strike right now at the moment. But randomly, I decided to check my channel last night, and I still had a strike because one fell off last night. But I checked it, and I was like, "All right, I still have one strike, but let me just see if I could stream." And it said the live streaming was enabled. So then I tried to set up this a hangout, and then it let me do it. So I was like, "Oh, did YouTube change? You can stream with one strike now." So the next one falls off December like 27th or so. So yeah. Anyways, today we just I know we're going to talk about it today. This is just the catch up, I guess. People were sending ideas in the comments as far as like what we should talk about, and I got somebody sent a theory actually about Reiju, and they said that Reiju more than likely. I mean, I feel like we touched on it a little bit. Said that Reiju more than likely was somebody was attempting to catch her because Big Mom heard about what they were trying to do to Pudding, so she sent Katakuri to capture Reiju. Ape. What do you guys think about that?
Was it the guy who talked about it being on the wall thing? The spade on the wall?
Yeah.
I thought when we first talked about it, that was like something. The only thing about that, right, is like going back to what I said the first time we talked about this was I don't think that Big Mom did it, only in the sense that like they both understand that the other party, right, is trying to use Pudding and Sanji as basically like chess pieces to better their own position. Like the thing with Pudding, right, is people are like, oh, well, why would she want Pudding go with Sanji? But look at every other wife, right? The fish lady, the shark lady, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. That's with Aladdin, the vice captain of the Jinbei pirates. He's with her. Capone has can't think of that fat bitch's name either, but her as well.
Come on, man. She has a name.
Yeah, but basically what I'm saying is like it seems like she doesn't care. Like she's so powerful that it really wouldn't bother her if like they took Pudding, I feel like. Unless Pudding's somehow really special, which I don't know. I kind of doubt so far.
I mean, Pudding could be special. He could be the next in line because she was the one that was on like the chair next to Big Mom, right? So what is her purpose for her to be right there with Big Mom?
Honestly, like to me, it's either like it's only me, or sorry, to me, it looked like either she was like an advisor, maybe, kind of like Vito is from Capone, or it could be something along. Or it could be something along the lines of just at the situation she was like informing her that like you're gonna get married.
Wait, Scape, I just saw your picture. Your picture is showing up on the actual stream.
Yeah, but it's not showing up, and it's weird.
Yeah, it's so weird. I don't get it either.
Nah, but Joyboy did a theory on this, but I already had like the idea basically in my head before he said this. But like basically he was talking about how like she could be in Capone's castle right now. Like we already talked about that on like the first stream we had, I'm pretty sure. But like it really does look like she's inside of like it doesn't look like Big Mom's castle because
exactly. That's what I was gonna say. It looks
like pointed that out at the beginning of our last stream. That likely she's in Capone's castle.
But the one thing that I saw from his video that like I don't think we really said is that like usually there's like shit all over the walls, or not shit, but like you know what I mean, like there's like what are they called, homies everywhere, and there's like candy and shit like that. It just looks like a regular castle, you know what I mean?
The only thing with the Big Mom
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. The only thing with the Big Mom thing I was thinking of afterwards is, how we first see that little girl, right? I can't remember her name. That's like playing with knives, right? Like, honestly, I don't know so much if it's her that did it, but like, it could be someone super crazy in the head that did something like that. Like, just kind of like saw her and was like, oh, like, I'm just gonna cut her up. But like, the thing is,
She's too strong for that, I think.
Yeah, I was about to say that too, but like I'm just saying, I still think it's Capone. Like I'll bet my money on Capone that did
Yeah,
it.
I think it was Capone too. But like, I don't like. I think she was in his castle and she escaped. I don't think she's still in his castle though.
Wait, hold on. This guy in the chat said she can't be inside Capone's castle because there aren't any portraits on the wall. What, you think Capone only has one room in his castle? There's like, there's like a bunch of hallways and everything. It looks like she's in a hallway. There wouldn't be.
I don't know if she's in it, but like I always
think
thought
she
that.
was, but I think she's out now though. I think she's like trying to make it to Judge. I don't think she's inside of him trying to make it to Judge. I think she's like in Big Mom castle trying to make it to Judge, but Capone did it.
Yeah, I think it's Capone for sure. I think
Yeah.
Capone ambushed her.
I think
it's
Vito
like
did
that's
it by himself.
thing. Yeah, I think Vito shot her. That's what I think.
Because
She
like
got shot in her leg.
Bro, I was thinking like, what if Capone had some like crazy ass master plan, right? And his like plan was basically to get the poneglyphs, or like basically like rob Big Mom's treasure room or whatever, right? And he gets in there, and all he gets is the tomate baka or whatever, and then he leaves with it, and then it just fucking blows up in his face.
That'd be funny.
Capone, I feel like they're building Capone to be the perceptive guy, the smart guy. Maybe not necessarily that strong, but he's so smart he can compete with the other guys. And so far, it seems like he has a plan to kind of, I don't know, more than likely he's trying to become Pirate King as well. Goal should be the poneglyphs. So I don't know if he's trying to cause a ruckus because he probably figured out a way to get into the that chamber, because it seems like so Smoothie couldn't get in. Do we think Big Mom can get past that?
Past what? Sorry, like that room that
Because,
Brooks in.
Yeah, that room. Yeah.
I mean, I think she's literally gonna smash right through the fucking walls. To be honest, like if she could do that, to, like what's stopping those like walls? Like unless they're kind of like Dofi's factory, right, where they're made of like sea prism and stuff like that. Like I'd assume like she could just smash through it because that's what she did with the buildings.
Seems like Capone can capture Reiju. You know, at first, I did think that, but then after thinking that a whole Supernova's crew could not capture Reiju,
Yeah,
like he's with his whole.
The thing is like, even if Capone's the weakest supernova, which he probably is, but even if he is, like, he's still not a pushover. He's not a pushover. Like,
yeah, and then they still could have caught her off guard.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Like he did to Peckham.
Yeah. We've seen nothing of Capone to say that, but that's a reasonable guess. I think it's obvious it's Capone. Someone said it's too predictable that it is Capone.
I don't think
it's too predictable because it's like it being Capone, it just follows the story. What was the point in him talking to Sanji, and what was the point in us seeing the flashback? Not the flashback, but the point of us seeing him explain himself to Peckham's and then shooting Peckham. So this is like just Capone's plan unraveling, most likely.
Yep. The other thing I'll say,
Bonnie Zoro, she's at least Admiral level. Bonnie Zoro.
But
I mean,
the only thing I'd say for like last time when we had Roger on here, right, is I do think that it's a possibility that like Reiju is like, you know, bipolar, and she probably thought that Reiju was, or sorry, that Pudding was bipolar, and that Reiju was the one that was like causing him pain, so therefore she went out and went MIA to go screw with her. Like I think that is possible.
Well, here's it. Someone just said, where's the Reiju's commander level guys at? Well, if
I would say she's at least, in my opinion, I think she's at least Cracker level, like roughly around there. Like I see why.
If Luffy's whole crew attack Cracker, would he win? Would they win?
Oh yeah.
If Luffy's whole crew attack Cracker.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if like.
Yeah, so I don't think that's, you know, you can't just say that.
Yeah, just him and Nami beat
Supernova's crew. Exactly. So if Luffy's whole crew gets like what? A whole crew against a commander?
Like, they completely ambushed her, right? Like imagine there was a situation where she had just had her guard down completely, like Capone was like escorting her somewhere or something like that, and then he just fucking shoots her in the back or something like that. Like,
yeah, Capone was probably like, "You're the lovely lady Reiju. Let me escort you." And then just out of nowhere, pull this whole crew out.
But the thing is, the Capone's power, that's easy to do. You can ambush anyone so easily.
Yeah, I know. You can just be fucking...
him, like with Caesar, like we seen him use his smarts to like outsmart Caesar and stuff. And he did the same thing. Like when who was that? When Cat Viper came, he wasn't even trying to do what he left. Like he's very smart.
Also,
easily,
like
Sanji got ambushed.
Another thing is
Sanji.
Go ahead, sorry. I'll say it after.
Wait, go ahead. No, I said, look how easy Sanji got ambushed.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think Vito's a chameleon for user, and if that's possible, he could camouflage himself. That and like you have to remember that he's like a fanboy of these people, so like it wouldn't be surprising if he knew Reiju's powers and like weaknesses and stuff like that.
I don't think he's
Yeah,
a fanboy though.
I mean, he did.
I
Say
want to
he
address
was.
this though.
I don't think he's a
Newsman
fanboy
said,
though.
He
said
he was.
Brago, I thought Big Mom was perceptive, so how does she not know a rat in her home? Someone also pointed out that on one of the pages in that book, Beige,
Yeah.
she had Beige or something on the book, and on one of the
Capone.
pages, so she may already know about Capone's plans. That's something to keep in mind. I don't think Big Mom is just oblivious to Capone and what he's gonna do. He may, Peckham's did say, "Don't sleep on Big Mom." Like he told Capone that.
Yo, but that's the thing though. At the same time though, because Capone is supposed to be that dude in the story that's like, he's just smart as fuck. Like he does like everything through planning and things like that.
Yeah, I feel like he was never really that powerful individually. So maybe that fruit was perfect for him. I mean, that's how Devil Fruits kind of work.
You always
too,
have those
right?
characters in animes where they're like not really that strong, but they're like intelligent. Like, you know what I mean?
I feel like this is
Yeah,
part of
Shikamaru,
Capone
right?
plan finally coming into play. But I do feel like once he told Peckham that, just because he told it to him out in the open, that Big Mom kind of knows about it by now. I think that was his
I'm
slip up.
sure she knows. Maybe he wants her to know what, like a little bit, but he probably has some other plan. Like I feel like he has some other way.
Like whatever you say out in the open on Big Mom Island, she knows because of all the homies around. I don't think he knows that or something. I think that was his mistake. Even like Peckham saying what he did, like don't underestimate her. Like it's almost like he said, don't underestimate her. She can hear everything, even right now, like before he left.
Yeah,
the
thing is though, like Capone, because he's been around her, like he's been working under her, he should know that, right? He should.
The only way though is that unless he took him to a really isolated area where it was where was nobody at.
Because he was like on like a cliff, right? So it's possible that.
But she got Zeus and Prometheus though, like which is like the cloud and the sun. So it's like I don't know. I think she got people
usually
everywhere.
with her. They're usually with her.
Yeah, they're normally with her.
No, I know, but I mean like she could have other things in the sky and stuff like.
That's true. Yeah,
like,
you're
possible.
Well, yeah, she does have like flowers and shit like that are her homies, so it's possible. But I think Capone. I don't think Capone's dumb enough to like.
I think he made a point to say that like we're out in the middle of nowhere specifically so that like she doesn't find out what I'm talking about with her.
Yeah.
Like I think she I think she knows that he's doing something, but I don't think she knows exactly what it is.
I agree with you on that, but even like, all right, so he thinks he's safe because like we're out in the open, but that contradicts what Peckham when Peckham said don't underestimate her. It's like you think being out in the open is keeping information away from her, but don't underestimate her. Like she probably knows what he's talking about. Oh, but unless he didn't say the whole plan. I don't know what he said though, but maybe he said some of it.
What? Wait, hold on. Do we as readers know what's supposed to be in the Tamate Bako box?
Yeah, the bomb.
A bomb, right?
No. I mean like what's actually supposed to be in it.
I thought it was. I could be completely wrong, but I thought it was supposed to be the pills that they take.
The pills?
The steroids. Yeah, because that's why when they took it, right, they swapped it out so that in case someone tries to do what Horty did again, they would then die because of the bomb. And like think about it, right, like if it enhances you, like that's maybe Big Mom knows exactly what it does, but she's hoping that like Caesar could use it to like better his research maybe, and like that would be the perfect thing for her. Because he already uses basically like pills. I mean, it's candy, but like.
Oh yeah, the thing. Capone, that guy in Capone's crew name is Vito.
Yeah.
I don't think he's fanboying over the Vince most. I think that like I seen somebody say that before. Nah, it's like one person say something in a comment, everybody want to repeat it.
Here, let me.
I don't think that's what happened though. Like I think what happened because he was talking about the Vince most. If you look at that chapter back more carefully, this is what I think. He was like being sarcastic. He was not really fanboying over them. He was like saying all of that stuff, being sarcastic, kind of like how Virgo was telling Law, like, yeah, Chichibukai, look how mighty you become. But did he really care about Law being a Chichibukai? No. And with Vito, does he really care about Germa? No. That's probably why Capone set Reiju up. It's like they had a plan like all along to like, do something to the Vince Smoke to try to like cause a war against Big Mom. I don't think he was really fanboying over them, like for real like that. And you could even tell like it was getting on Sanji's nerve to where like Sanji probably didn't know all of that, but he could tell like it was annoying what Vito was doing. And it wasn't like a pure fanboy thing because Bartho's a pure fanboy. And you see how they like Bartho. But what Vito was doing, it was just getting on Sanji's nerves. So it's a difference.
Wait, are you saying Vito didn't fanboy?
Nah, I'm saying Vito. He like trolled fanboyed. Like you know how
Okay, I get what
Virgo.
you're
You know how
saying.
Virgo was giving Law his props for being a Chichibukai and saying he was so mighty and stuff. And then he just started like pulling out Law's heart and just started like wrecking him and stuff. I think Vito was doing that where he was like like fake glorifying Vince Mooks. Like he was like he doesn't really feel that way about him. He was just like like overhyping
Okay, so you
them.
say it was so over the top that he was kind of mocking them.
Yeah, exactly. Like something Kizaru would do, but less obvious though.
Yeah, because he was really over the top with his like he was like, "Oh my God, the Vince Mook is one of them," and yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, so
that could be something.
That's what I think about it. I don't think he was really like that into them or whatever. And even like the thing how like what he was doing was getting Sanji mad, but then when Bartho was fanboying, people liked it because like you could tell like a genuine fan. I think Vito though
it was genuine. Yeah,
was like
yeah, it was genuine. It was genuine. Someone asked this random question. They were like, "How strong was Thatch?"
He was
probably pretty fucking strong.
Yeah, he was the top commander.
I don't think he was that strong because he needed Ace to back him up one time against some fodder looking people. And he didn't have his fruit. But I think that darkness fruit would have changed everything though. He would have been up there. But the stats we seen that didn't have the darkness fruit, and from what it seems like, as soon as he got it, Black Bear killed him for it, or Black Bear killed him and took it before he even got to use it. So I don't think that stats was that strong. Probably like a Vice Admiral level.
He was at least strong enough to become the second commander without a devil fruit, right? So I think
like a Vice Admiral level.
He wasn't second, he was fourth.
Because remember, second doesn't actually mean he was the second strongest. So I think he was just like a Vice Admiral level, like Speed Guru, nah. But like a Vice Admiral level.
I mean, I still think those. Like, I think he would at least be around like Lady Amont, Bobbin level.
Bobbin level?
Wouldn't you agree?
Maybe not Bobbin, but one of those other people.
To me, like the Enraged Army, right, would be like equivalent to like I would say like his lower commander level people for Whitebeard. Like people like I would say like you said Speed Guru and stuff like that.
Do you think Thatch was on beneath like?
If I were to give, I know you guys will probably disagree. Well, some of you will, but I think if I were to give Thatch like a ranking off the top of my head, I would say he's probably like Crocodile-ish level pre-time skip.
Nah, I think he's like Thatch was Smoker right now level. That's what I think he was.
But like this is like people downplay because they're like, oh well, the dude got stabbed from behind from Blackbeard, but like
where's his observation hockey at, bro? Come on.
What about him needing Ace help for the fodder? People,
what's that?
Freaking assume they're fodder. They just look like trash, but they could be strong.
The thing too is like even the trash, right? The fodder in the new world, like were probably still relevantly like better.
Yeah.
Like they were probably stronger than like pre-time skip Smoker. Like for instance, the allied captains, people like downplay them, but like these are like Whitebeard's allied captains who are in the new world, like Whitey Bay and the guy from Wano, stuff like that.
Yeah, like
they're relatively strong.
Someone said Vista easily over Ace.
I seen them fighting about that on your channel before.
Easily.
Weren't we talking about this? Weren't we talking about this in your fucking in the group DM?
In the DM, we were talking about this. Yeah, we were talking about Vista versus Ace, literally. And
I say high diff for Vista. I think he wins, but really.
Yeah, we were talking about how I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention.
I could reason with that, but like easily, like no.
About how Ace was like the it's like the Burgess of.
Nah, yeah, wow.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. That's the.
Thank you.
Because Tanito's not the only thing to me is that like I'm not saying Ace is stronger than Vista, but I'm saying like to me it's like Burgess is the Usopp of Black Bear's crew. Like I think everybody else on Black Bear's crew is stronger than Burgess, but Burgess has hockey, and Black Bear's crew right now is just stronger than Luffy's crew right now.
No, because I think that Burgess is like middle tier in Blackbeard's crew, and I think that it's same thing for Ace. Ace is like 4th or 5th.
The thing is, I'm like, who do I see Burgess on that crew other than like the other guys that's not really close fighters like Van Ogden?
No, yeah,
those guys.
This is what I mean. Like Burgess, because remember at the same time, right? Burgess didn't have hockey
Yeah.
before the time skip to even touch Ace, so that's why I think Burgess is the weakest. It's like, but
I mean, no one
Blackbeard's
did, though.
crew, like the weakest in Blackbeard's crew was Burgess, while the weakest in Luffy's crew is Usopp. But over time, the gap will like close.
I mean, the thing is like, even though it's not really like proof, but at the same time, to me, it's kind of proof. Like the way you can kind of gauge how strong people are is by their like who you're gonna match up against a Straw Hat ends a series, right? So like.
Okay.
That's why we think that Shiryu is the second strongest, because he's going to go up against Zoro, right? So it's like, but like, I think
Burgess
that
is a Frankie fight, no?
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But it's
So,
no,
like,
it's
he's probably, like,
no
middle tier.
guarantee of that though. He could still.
Yeah, I know. That's true, but
Yeah,
probably,
it's
like,
not a guarantee, but
especially how like, well, Usopp is definitely gonna end up fighting the other sniper, but
Yeah.
but Burgess is goofy just like Usopp is though. So like they could fight each other.
But Usopp's the best. He's got to fight the best.
I don't know.
I think
It seems like a
Usopp
matchup
definitely
for
is,
Frankie, because like they're both
Especially how like
Van
Sabo
Alger.
took care of him like it was nothing. So like I think Burgess is the weakest and
like I feel like
Like-
Frankie versus Burgess would be like a rematch of like the fucking
That'd be
the one
Yeah,
that
that'd be
wrestled.
Senor Pink Kingdom.
Pink.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to see that fight. That'd be
That's kind of the vibe I get from it.
But I think Usopp and Van Auger, they're going to be starting to fight off. It's going to be like a sniper.
I think they're all going to be.
I feel like that fight's gonna be sick, but like I don't know what they could
Yeah,
do
yeah.
really like a sniper fight. I don't really know exactly how that would go.
Dude, have you ever seen the movie Wanted? Come on.
Wanted they're bending bullets and shit.
Yeah.
The thing is, the whole I have no
But you get
problem with this.
what I'm saying? Where I'm like, Burgess is the weakest and Blackbeard's crew, but Usopp could still fight the other sniper guy. But Burgess, like for right now though, Burgess is the weakest.
But I
and-
think
right,
Burgess
look,
take Van
you
Auger.
you see like all right, you see how Blackbeard is Luffy's opponent, right? Maybe, right? But you see how
Right.
much more of a level Blackbeard is on than Luffy. So while Burgess is the weakest person on Blackbeard's crew, that's the difference between like the weakest person in Blackbeard's crew versus the weakest person in Luffy's crew is that with Blackbeard's crew, even the weakest person has hockey compared to with Luffy crew, everybody doesn't have hockey yet.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Blackbeard's
I
crew is
get that.
definitely like way stronger than Luffy's crew.
So that's why like I don't think Burgess is like fourth or fifth because it's like especially how they was all laughing at him. And if you look at the whole crew, especially from before the time skip, like when it was just the original people, Burgess do come off as like being the weakest person. Lafitte, he was known by the people at the meeting when he went in there.
I don't know. I feel like out of Blackbeard's crew, Burgess probably was like his original crew. Burgess probably was the strongest. I don't know. That's just my opinion though.
I think.
Nah,
Burgess
but
was-
check this out. Hold on. You all right? You remember that meeting, right? When Mihawk and everything, and Lafitte came into the window, and they was like, "Oh, it's Lafitte." You think if Burgess would have came, they would have been like, "Oh, it's Burgess." They would have been like,
Burgess-
I don't think that happened though. I don't think they didn't he like tell them who he was. I don't think they
No,
were like
they-
surprised.
No,
who
they
he was.
knew.
The most of them were confused that it was him, but they all knew who that like name was, like who held that
Yeah.
name.
Yeah,
And
I don't know.
as
I
the
think
most-
if Burgess jumped through the window going, "Wee!" I think they would be like, "Oh my god, it's Burgess."
Dofi
Come
Do you
on,
think
with
Van
the
Auger is
Burgess,
being
yeah.
Burgess though?
What?
Burgess?
Would you say?
I don't think so.
I think Burgess was the original like homie on the crew. Like he was the first one to join the crew. Therefore, he's like Blackbeard's homie.
All right, here's
Like-
the thing. I think that
It's
Like-
homie.
I don't know.
I mean,
It's like-
that's how I see it. Because like, wouldn't you agree? Like, even if he's weak, right? Like, he's not gonna just now kick him off his crew. Like, if they're friends.
Yeah, true. I agree with that. Like that's like his best friend or something.
Yeah, they're good friends, but I don't think he's a weak.
And another thing
I don't
about Lafitte too, like it's theory saying he has like a mythical zone or something. So if those people
has a
did know who he
siren
was,
Yeah.
if they did know who he was, and he does have that zone fruit, he would be more powerful than like Burgess even back then.
That's the thing too. Is like Burgess could get fruit later, and then therefore become a lot stronger than he is now too. Like we don't know.
No,
if he can get
Burgess
one.
is definitely
Yeah,
gonna
I
get
hope
stronger, but I don't see him being stronger than Lafitte though. Overall, he might have more attack power than him, but overall as a fighter, I don't see him being better than Lafitte.
Yo,
Lafitte could be
I
fighting
think-
Sanji though, like you know what I'm trying to say the level
This
Lafitte could
way.
be on.
I think he's gonna fight Brooke, but yeah.
Fruits. The easiest way to do this is that what's their matchup? Isn't that like a Brook fight?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
for sure.
No,
Yeah,
wait.
Team Brook.
Y'all saying it's a Brook fight, but his name is Lafitte. He be tapping. Sanji fights with
Nah.
kicks. He could be, Sanji's he could be stronger than what y'all think.
His name isn't Lafitte.
Either Lafitte or I mean, either Brook or Sanji. Either Brook
No,
or Sanji.
hold
right?
on.
I
His
think
nickname
Team
is
Brook
Lafitte.
still.
No,
Isn't
I
his
don't think
nickname
his-
Lafitte?
Lafitte's a
but I
dancer
don't-
though.
yeah,
like,
yeah,
So
I don't
I'd be a
think-
musician. Like you ever hear like tap dancing?
No, I know, but
Yeah.
he taps. He can have kicks too. We never
I
seen.
see, no, I see what you're saying, but
We never seen him in combat.
So he
Yeah,
has a wing and he has a fruit. Lafitte. The thing is, someone also said that if Zoro is fighting Shiryu, Rain, Luffy's fighting Blackbeard, Marshall D. Teach, and Sanji is fighting.
Lafitte.
It's
Stop
like
sleeping on Lafitte.
compared to what we know about the other two guys. Maybe find out
I don't
something
think so.
about
Well,
Lafitte.
hold on. You trying to say that if he has that mythical zone fruit, that's weaker than the other two? I don't think so.
it's not weaker, but we're
We
just
know
saying
about the other guys. It
No,
seems
but I'm saying
Like,
if Lafitte has that what did somebody said it was the fruit he might have with the wings?
the siren.
Yeah, the siren that he could fly. He has flight.
Yeah.
Like
But that
Marco
would go
has
back to
flight.
sirens.
Yeah,
Are
that would
base.
be like a hard person to beat, especially with the Zoan powers amping him
No,
up.
we're not saying it's weak. We're just saying
And
like,
that
the
goes
matchup
back to what I
is
just said.
more important to work.
From what we know about everybody, from what we know about Blackbeard, Lafitte, those two guys are on a different level from Lafitte, as far as like just the hype around it.
Who?
Shiryu and Blackbeard.
I don't think. I think for some reason because of the Zoro doing it with Siryu, like he's not that strong like that. Especially it's like you think right now he's like Ben Beckman level. You think he's like potato starch level. You think he's like
I don't think he is
Marco level. I don't think
Shiryu?
later on end game Siryu will be that strong, but right now I don't think he's that strong.
I think
Wait.
right now he's a fucking monster, but that's just
Well,
me.
I think he does wrong, but I don't think he's Beckman level yet.
So wait. What is Shiryu gonna do? Right? What is he gonna do in these 2 years to get stronger?
I mean, he's gonna get.
No, the thing is, like Shiryu is like that character in the
Yeah,
anime.
nobody eat double fruit.
Bro, the strongest character in the anime is always the fucking one that's like really calm and collected, and seems like he just doesn't fucking care at all. You know what I mean? He's like, that's like how fucking.
It's but Shiryu to be able to match Magellan. Like we were talking about it, how do you beat someone like Magellan with his fruit, and for him to be able like to be on par with someone like that, like that's crazy.
I don't think so though.
What
Because
can you do?
look how
Well, like-
strong Luffy is, right? And for everybody that say Zoro and Luffy's equal, look how Zoro kind of does it, but without a double fruit. So it's like I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like I think you're overhyping. Like he's definitely not gonna live up to that hype you're giving him.
So for the Shiryu versus Magellan thing, though, like I think kind of goes down to matchups. Like personally, I think that like Shiryu's gonna be like of the blood, kind of like I know he's called of the rain, but like blood rain kind of thing. So I feel like if he gets poisoned, right, he could therefore like probably change like the composition of his blood and get rid of the poison, and or wash away the poison.
That would be cool.
Magellan fruit is almost like Law's fruit, where they're hard to deal with, but their double fruit like plays a big part of it. Where like one guy's poison and one is disappearing, chopping people in half and stuff.
Yeah. I do agree with Ty though. I think like right now they're not on that like high tier Yonk level yet, but I think by the time they fight, like someone like Shanks will kind of maybe get there. Especially since like he's hunting devil fruits and giving people devil fruits. Like that's why Burgess wanted either Aces or Luffy's.
Someone just brought up an interesting point. Magellan isn't even Doflamingo level. Fuck out of
Oh,
here.
yeah, get out of here.
That's what I'm saying with the Siryu thing. It's like y'all ODing on him. Y'all making it like.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
No, we've had this discussion in the other chat. I think.
Wait, why is Magellan stronger than Doflamingo?
No, they
No,
said
some-
Magellan's not.
Yeah,
no,
or
they're
whatever.
being dumb.
Why is Doflamingo stronger than Magellan?
It's just so easy though.
Well, I think
but, like,
I think
why-
right now the
Why are we
Dolphin,
saying
like,
this? Is there something?
No, someone's
Yeah.
saying it in chat. I'm personally disagreeing. I think he's way above Dofi.
Nah, I don't think he's.
I don't know
come
about
on,
way above.
Are you serious? Like,
Oh,
wait, I'm not saying, like-
wait, hold on.
Let me
Hey, why do you think that? Let you
So we've had this talk in the other discussion chat, and why I think is right is he has people. So let's go back to Impel Down, right? They had people like Crocodile, Jinbei, Ace, Ivankov, all those level 6 people in there, right? And even Shiryu like locked up, right? And what would happen if they all got out? Like it was like because those other people like the three
Yeah, that's what I'm
Impel Down
saying, like-
guards, like they're Garbo. Let's be honest, they were like the koala fruit. Like what's he gonna do? And then but like for real though, like it's basically Magellan versus everyone. Do you get what I'm saying? Like
that doesn't
feel
mean
like
he's
has to be that strong.
taking
And-
them all on though.
I'm saying, and he also said that if he wanted to, if he tried, he could literally use his poison to destroy all of Impel Down. But obviously, he's not going to do that because that's like, why would you
But look
destroy your
how-
own land?
that's a cheap death where his poison is just poisoning people, like going through the cells and stuff. That's not him actually like using his skill and power to like beat everybody.
But I'm saying like if they got out, like look Ivankov, and you say Ivankov is stronger than Kuma, right? In your opinion?
Yeah.
But she was not having that. She said, "Fuck that, I'm out." Like they're like, we're running.
Nah, you don't know what happened. You don't know what happened off screen.
This is Sean's point.
Like,
hold on, guys. This is Sean's point. He said fighting Magellan in a closed space is like fighting a Kainu in a volcano. In an open space, he is less terrifying.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I agree with that.
You can't touch him, otherwise you basically die after. Like,
I mean, we've had this conversation before, I think, but I think if you hockey up, it'll like.
No. Nah, hockey not helping you. You're going down.
Nah, because then,
I know what you're saying, but
so.
I think the best way.
Hockey's literally a coat of armor that you put on your skin. So
remember when Ace got burnt, Luffy was like, "Is there a doctor?" And that doctor came and he was like, "I can't do nothing." I think the only way to deal with Magellan is to have that healer on your crew, like your Chopper, your Ivankov, like to help with the medic, like to help neutralize the poison. If not, the poison's gonna get to you, or you got to fight from a distance, like Ace.
But let's just say for the hell of it, right? That like that's the case, that you can't be poisoned when you have it on. What happens when you take it off? You die.
You fucking wash it off.
Okay. You wash away poison, which
you wash your hands up. Wash it off while you're hockeyed up, bro. Wash it off while you're hockeyed up.
Yeah, exactly.
See, look. As hacks as Magellan is, right? What is Magellan doing to Monster Point Chopper that he can control now? That and he has the medical skills to like neutralize the poison and stuff. He's not that terrifying. It's like, but now to somebody like Sanji, who doesn't have those medical skills to recover themselves, he's more of a challenge.
I need to ask: are you actually trolling? Or are you being serious?
No, I'm dead serious.
Okay.
Like unfortunately, Sanji took some L's, but I just use him for an example because he's physical where Zoro uses swords, and Sanji's still a top person.
This is how I see it, right? I guess I'm trying to think of a good example to leave it, right? So we all watch let's say Dragon Ball, right? And we all kind of know roughly where the characters are at. Let's say there's a prison for Dragon Ball, and you have people like, let's say Piccolo, you have Gohan, like Ultimate Gohan, you have Vegeta, Goku in there, right? Are you throwing someone like Yamcha to guard it? Do you get what my point is? Like, why would you leave one of the weaker people in your navy if you have good resources, right? Like, if you could get good people, why would you leave someone that's semi garbage in there?
No, I think Magellan is probably like the strongest marine besides all the admirals.
No, I think so too. But I'm saying my point is that you don't leave a weak person to guard your
I think Magellan
assets.
Probably could be a contender for an admiral if he wasn't.
Here's the thing though. Look at the admirals, right? And look at the fear that they bring, right? The fear of the admirals. If Magellan was an admiral, do you think he would bring that fear as well? Yes, I think so.
For sure.
I don't think he would.
What?
No, I don't. I'm not gonna lie about it. Check this out. Ivankov is like a prankster, whatever, like that. At a point in that fight, Magellan thinks he would. Magellan would be like, "Yeah, I would be that terrifying." But Magellan was like, "I know you just buying time." Ivankov is like, "You really think V can't beat you? Hold up, yo, off screen this. I'm about to go in." The next thing you know, Ivankov got away. And it's like we don't know what happened in that fight, but nobody couldn't beat the other person, or they draw it or whatever. But I give Ivankov props all the time, but tying with Ivankov doesn't make you admiral level. The same thing with Ivankov. Ivankov isn't admiral level.
With Ivankov,
he couldn't beat Ivankov. Ivankov proved him wrong. He thought Ivankov was just trying to buy time. And another thing is that I think Ivankov was still trolling because when Ivankov versus Akainu, Ivankov is like, "I like it hot, baby." Akainu's like, "This ain't a game." It's like Ivankov is trolling. Who trolls with Akainu?
Does that mean Ivankov tied with Akainu?
No, that doesn't mean it was a tie. But I'm saying that Ivankov lost that fight, but Ivankov was joking the whole fight. So it's like Ivankov has stuff up Ivankov's sleeve that Ivankov wasn't showing.
But wait, what did Ivankov couldn't do anything to Magellan though?
That's not true.
It's not. It's everyone.
That's the joke. Ivankov was doing death winks and all of that, and Ivankov fought Magellan. No. And then Ivankov did a lot off screen when they had that fight. When Ivankov was like, "I'm not gonna play games." It's like as soon as Ivankov got serious, off screen fight. What does that tell you? That Ivankov has better powers that they're not trying to show just yet. And then another thing too is that you like Doflamingo a lot. Doflamingo gave Ivankov the most OD respect, like with the whole Kuma thing. Every time a weak person is around Doflamingo used Parasite. Doflamingo didn't even bother with that with Ivankov. Doflamingo's like, "I don't know if you know Kuma, but that's not the same Kuma." And Doflamingo was like, "You know what? You annoying me," but Doflamingo never tried to strike Ivankov because Doflamingo already knew what it was with that.
All
I
I'll
don't.
say
I don't
is,
think it has it. I don't think. I
look
like
at
I
that.
don't know.
Look at that
Um,
picture in Google Hangouts and tell me that you would fuck with that. Like I know I wouldn't be. Like people like Crocodile that couldn't stay and fight him. Like I don't know. I don't see it. I think they're.
The
I think
Dolphy versus
Magellan's way up
Magellan. That's really a good matchup. It's honestly I don't know. I really don't know.
Not Dofi.
Oh,
That poison is not gonna. It's like Dofi could avoid the poison, and it's like that poison is very like useful, but it's not gonna save you. I don't see him doing any better against Dofi than he would against Shanks. Like Shanks would find a way to get around the poison, and so would Dofi. It's like that
I mean,
poison
the thing
isn't
is,
gonna.
like if the poison or if Dofi can like somehow use the strings to like nullify the poison, I don't know how he would do it, but if he can somehow do that, maybe. But I still think Magellan is a brand in that fight.
well,
Yeah,
the thing is, Dolphy can turn everything into strings, so he has his awakening strings.
Well,
That
wouldn't
can kinda
Magellan
keep the
have one
poison
too?
away.
Come on.
Huh?
Let's be serious.
And demon?
Magellan
Huh?
would have to have an awakening.
Nah, yeah, I
no
think-
fucking way.
I think Magellan is awakened too. Like all of
But
those crazy
I
Venom
feel like
demon
the
things
Venom
he was
demon
making.
his awakening.
But
But his
I mean,
hockey though
wouldn't you
wasn't
agree,
really
though,
that wasn't that good.
I'm gonna disagree. Like I'll 100% disagree with you guys.
Everyone is saying Dolphy over Magellan.
Yeah,
No.
Well, the thing is, it's like with Dolphy, what's not a fair comparison if we say, what if Dolphy was was in charge of Impel Down? Because it's like Magellan's fruit, it just works for Impel Down.
I mean, Dolphy's are too a puppet user. Like he could control people by like
puppet
will.
user. Yeah, damn, that's true.
Because let's be
another
honest.
thing
Like,
about another thing about Magellan is I'm not trying to say like I said Magellan is like B plus. I think he's on. I think he's on what's his name level. What's this guy? I think he's on Anel's level. Like before the time, like they would both B pluses.
This is what we're gonna do next time we do the rankings. We're gonna do Magellan.
Another thing about Magellan, right, is that Ivankov. I don't know why it's like it's this whole thing about Ivankov being.
shut up.
Yeah. It's about Ivankov being gay or whatever's up with Ivankov. That you don't get the
it's
respect
not.
Ivankov deserves.
It's
Because
not about
another thing is that Ivankov, when Luffy,
Ivankov is not gay.
yo, if
Yeah,
Ivankov,
accepting.
wait, hold on, Brago. If Ivankov looked like Ichiji, y'all wouldn't be saying that. Y'all be like, yo,
No,
y'all be like, yo, Ivankov. Y'all would put Ivankov on a whole different level
Probably.
based off looks alone. But
probably right.
what I want to say about
He
this,
is judged a
not
bit on
like
his look.
that look Ivankov has definitely doesn't help.
Okay.
No,
here-
you're right. He is judged a little because I remember when Weevil first came around, and when Kizaru said that about Weevil, everybody's like, he's trolling, he's lying, he's not that strong.
Who said that?
Nah, but the thing is like I haven't seen anything impressive from Ivankov at all. Like
What about the Magellan situation? How is that not impressive to you? Like this is the same. This person survived an encounter, with the same person. You're talking.
okay, honestly,
you're
I don't
saying
even
is
remember that
deadly.
part. I don't even remember that.
Yeah.
I think
And then another thing is that besides Ivankov surviving that encounter, when Magellan was like, "You're just buying time," Ivankov proved him wrong. Another thing is that Ivankov is talking to Luffy. Ivankov is like, "Yo, when Dragon says so, I'm out of here. Like I'm from fighting Magellan. I'm out of here." So it's like Ivankov already had that in the plans to beat Magellan. And then another thing was when Ivankov saved Luffy from Magellan. Ivankov said, "Luffy, what do you want to go to Marineford for? You couldn't even beat Magellan. Like Magellan was like not like Magellan was a scrub, but like it's stronger people than Magellan at Marineford. So what are you gonna do there? You couldn't even beat
All right.
Magellan."
That's
What?
more funny. Ivankov and no, Magellan and
fine.
Dolphy. What about Enel and Magellan?
I think Anel takes
To me,
it.
they're equal. They're
Yeah.
both
Like, I
on
would say
the same
post
level.
time skip Anel. I don't know so much about pre.
His depth.
I would say Nell has a pretty good matchup versus Magellan just because he's like a lot of long range. Yeah.
Well, you have
So
to touch
Enel
him
over
physically.
okay, Enel versus Dolphy.
Anel
Dolphy.
takes it.
Enel takes it again.
Yeah, Anel was a rival for a lot of people. Pre-time skip, I would have said. So
Well,
like, if he were to be
at
a
the same
pirate,
time,
he'd be down like fucking shit up.
that's Dolphy. I was saying Dolphy like before the time skip, but like right now, they're all probably equal or whatever, or like Enel wins because you got to remember he had his observation hockey back then was crazy, so he probably has armament right now.
Like the shit he could do with his fruit, like is another form of like I feel like mastery, like that big Buddha form. Like we haven't really.
Yeah, that was like some
seen-
Gear 4 stuff.
Yeah, that was crazy shit.
Yeah, that was next level.
Like basically anyone there that like besides Luffy, if Luffy wasn't there or wasn't rubber, like his plan would have came true. Like he could.
Usually, when you see someone with a devil fruit that like they like have like a form like Magellan's Venom Demon and the Enel Buddha thing, like that's usually like some like crazy devil fruit awakening level shit.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, the
I think
Amaru
Enel was
reform.
awakened too, because when he was like, "Let me try this many votes, let me try this many votes, let me try this many votes," it never drained him. He was just like executing those attacks like it was nothing.
Yeah, bro. I was
So
thinking
wait, so
about
we
this
have
too. Like,
Enel over Dofi?
What happened?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Enel
right.
over Dofi. You gotta remember, Luffy had Luffy had an advantage
Yeah.
like he had against Cracker against Enel, and that was a
Damn,
beast.
plot armor was too fucking much then.
Yeah,
Like for instance, like
I don't know.
this is how I see it, right? Going back to like, the plot armor thing. If we took away plot armor, by all means, he literally should have been able to melt Luffy with plasma because that's what lightning can turn into. And like, look what he did to the gold, right? He burned it and melted the gold and reformed it in an instant. Like he could lay like also encase Luffy in like a giant ball of gold if he was more like aware of him. He was downplaying Luffy. He was like, well, this is like a random
See?
pirate and I'm God. Like
Someone
Wait.
made a good point about Enel, what he would do to Dofi. They said Enel could use Dofi strings as an electric wire,
Yeah.
and that's a good point. The
But
thing with Enel, it's
besides
hard
that
to-
though, it's like Dofi. All right, Dofi has hockey and he has King's hockey, so that's why I would put Dofi over Magellan. But with Enel, he had observation hockey like crazy, so it's like he's not gonna. Dofi has no advantages over there. His Devil Fruit was awakened too, most likely. He has good hockey, so it's like Dofi doesn't really have the advantage anymore. Enel is one of those people who could have King's hockey too, the way he was acting.
but
like probably by now.
doesn't Don Chinzhou have like King's Hockey and right at this current form, like he's weaker than like Dofi, I would say.
You're saying that, but why bring up a scrub, right? When
He's
we're
not
talking about
US.
Dofi and people like Enel.
I mean, he
Like,
was fighting Roger or Garp. So,
you
like,
know that when Luffy fought him, he was out of his prime. It's like I don't see the point in why.
No, I
bringing
know,
up
no,
Don
that's what I'm
Chinzhou.
saying. But I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, if we're going on the basis that, like,
I'm not
because
trying to
they
say just because you have King's hockey
conquerors-
alone, you're strong. But I'm saying that all right, this both of them. Well, Dofi has King's hockey, but the way that it's an increase. It makes you better. It doesn't make you weaker. So it's like, and now is one of those people that like if he came back right now, he probably has King's hockey.
Yeah,
possibly.
he does.
I think
Yeah.
I think Enel takes it. I think just like lightning is so much to deal with. I think Enel takes it. Luffy
Yeah,
just had
revive himself. Come on, like it's too OP.
I don't remember Skypiea that much because I haven't seen it in like 2 years. But like, didn't he do some like crazy ass like nuked an island or something like that? Like, I don't
had the
remember.
giant. He basically put like a giant ball right of lightning together, and that was like the black ball. And he literally said like whoever wants to live, aka Nami, Zoro, Robin, and Luffy, come with me, but everyone else on these islands in Skypiea are literally gonna die. He was basically like spirit bombing the entire island.
And Theory's not here, but Theory was saying something that he had the crazy observation hockey on top of that. The way he was like hearing everything on Skypiea and all of that.
Well, he had basically how it works is like
yeah, you
everyone
can
has
hear anything by using his fruit as well.
yeah, everyone has electricity running inside them. So like therefore like your brain waves he could then sense along with his observation hockey. So like if like Dofi's thinking something, technically like going back to the mind reading thing, technically it is a possibility that he could kind of know roughly what he's gonna do next with ESP.
I think Enel is tough because we just haven't seen him since pre-time skip, but I still think Enel wins.
Yeah.
It's not.
Another thing too is we haven't seen him, but when Crocodile came back, you seen what Crocodile was doing, so you could imagine what Enel is going to be doing.
Yeah.
If Oda already said that he would have a bounty, Oda said I believe that
500.
he would have a bounty that's still higher than what Luffy has at the moment. So like Enel would be beast over the 2 years.
He
coming
said
back.
500 million.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's sick. I mean, it's hard to argue that Dofi thing. So where's NL? Like as far as the grand scheme of things, where do you guys put him? Is he
Like where's he gonna come back?
level?
yeah, right
I
beneath
think-
Admiral level. I think right
he's
now
gonna
though,
be Admiral.
Hmm?
I think he's.
I think he was
Admiral.
beneath Admiral level before the time. I think right now he's like low Admiral level.
He's training with Vegapunk people on the moon.
I think post time skip he could defeat Luffy. You guys think?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Or he'd never be able to defeat?
I think he's rivaling people like Kizaru personally.
Whoa.
Because like think about it, right, that's a fight that like I feel like is.
I think he's on like Fuji's level right now.
I feel that would be a fight that would be a good fight in general just to see, and like I wouldn't doubt if we see it happen. I think Enel's gonna eventually come back and team up with Luffy personally in the final war.
Just
Like, I think Enel is like on.
They say.
Because Enel's training with Vegapunk people, right? And let's just assume that even if they're not fighters, right, they're so goddamn smart that like they're gonna teach him like crazy shit.
If he
So
really
NL
is,
is so overrated. His durability is worse than Cracker.
Dude, he's
Yeah, he does have a pretty low durability, but like
I mean, but the thing is with Dofi, his thing isn't brute force, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't
like who have we really seen, right? That could manage to do something on the level of what Enel did with the like spirit bomb like ball. Like we haven't really seen that many
as
people
far
do
as
that.
as far as destructive capability.
Yeah, like something that could output that much damage.
Probably Whitebeard.
What about Ace?
Ace.
Beard
I- well, I
Ace,
don't-
Blackbeard?
Blackbeard.
Like even then, right? So like he's at least that level pre.
Magellan?
Yeah, Magellan. I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I gotta rewatch all these fucking arcs to get a better opinion because those are like two of the arcs.
EG and Akainu.
Impel Down and Sky Fury,
Akainu.
like, two arcs that I don't remember at all.
You know, there's in the last couple days, the One Piece Discord had the stream running from the first episode all the way to the last.
The fuck?
They say, guys, are you trolling right now? NL gets one shotted by Peckham's.
Dude, turtle fruit absorbs lightning.
Yo, Peckham's, you guys, the turtle fruit, man. The turtle.
Just
And then, like, y'all talking about his durability at the same time where, like, if Luffy would have lost to Enel, the story wouldn't in progress. Like, these characters' durability, you can't gauge it off of Luffy fights alone because when Crocodile came back, Crocodile had the best durability at Marineford. He tanked everybody's attacks and never got killed.
Yeah, I don't know,
But
dude.
it's the
One
same
Piece is
Crocodile
gonna
that Luffy took out. So with Enel, it's like Luffy took him out that easy, but to everybody else, Enel's gonna be a beast. He's
Someone
not
said,
gonna
thing,
be
it's like-
one-shotted.
Like Enel and Crocodile should never lose. Like knowing what we know about now in the story, it just doesn't even make sense how they lost. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
like,
Someone said
honestly,
with the attacks we were naming, do we add Birdcage to that list?
I mean, the thing is, Birdcage, right? It moves with him, so like wherever he's gonna be, he's gonna go with it.
Nah,
And,
we don't
like,
add Birdcage.
And like we
Birdcage
could
doesn't
argue,
help in 1v1s.
yeah, we could argue too that like why couldn't he escape it? Kind of a situation.
Everybody else, Enel's gonna be a beast.
That's weird. Oh,
Why
okay.
couldn't he escape it?
Yeah, like why wouldn't Nell be able to teleport away? Like, so my thing is, we had a discussion on the fruits yesterday, and like Nell was one of my top people, and like think about it, right, and Nell could teleport to metal objects. Who doesn't have a metal object on them in most? of
Wait,
the
he can
series?
actually teleport?
Yeah, like on the part with Zoro, right? He's teleporting to his swords to hold on top of it after he cuts them. So like think about like electricity, right? Gets conducted by metals. So like if someone like Zoro is carrying a sword, he could therefore teleport on top of his sword.
Yeah, but I don't think it's teleporting. I think it's like just going really fast.
I think it's teleporting because like it'd be again go back to like conduction. It would be able to go to it. That's why
I
said,
don't
like,
think it's teleportation because he would have to, not
It's
be
not-
there.
The wrong
Yeah.
word to say teleport monster.
Yeah,
But he's
yeah, it's the
moving
wrong
quickly
word.
to any metal object.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
but
get
still,
what he's
like,
saying.
it's that level.
He's-
you know what I'm
He's
saying?
saying like without really aiming for it, he could just like go
Immediately
to
go
point
to it
A
anyways.
to point B. Yeah, if it's metal, so that it is like teleportation kind of.
So like people like Dolphy that wear earrings, like I don't see why they wouldn't be able to like go to him really fast, shit like that.
I mean,
I don't know. I do-
I suppose.
First time about
I
Birdcage.
suppose.
I could always go in Burning Blood, see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's how we settle it.
Yeah, I think so. Arguments are settled there.
Said about what?
You tell him,
We-
Captain.
We gotta send we gotta send sacrifices to Oda. He watches the live streams. That's pretty fun. He's like, yes, my children fight for me.
Yeah.
Wait. I saw this. So Mac made a video, right, about Sabo. Sabo versus Luffy. And then I
Sabo.
saw a comment that said that Luffy was stronger than
Get the
Sabo.
fuck.
There's no way.
Free devil
There's
fruit.
no way.
That's like the people that like,
Even pre-devil fruit, there's no way.
Yeah.
Free devil fruit, right?
Even
Yo.
pre-devil fruit, there's
Yo.
absolutely no way.
We saw Sabo destroy a stadium with no
Yo.
effort.
Yeah.
No effort.
I
Like,
mean,
that
to be
was-
fair, I think Luffy probably could have done the same thing, but still.
Yeah, but Luffy would have had to try is the whole
yeah,
thing.
that's true.
It-
That's
his-
true.
He would have had to
Sabo
get
literally was just standing there.
Did-
like-
did
Probably
Luffy-
would have had one gear fourth to destroy the stadium. Like that.
Exactly, when
Or
Sabo
at
wasn't
least
trying.
gear third. Yeah.
Luffy
That's
used
effort.
what? Like he used like gear third and then was it
in the
sword?
stadium.
Yeah,
Yo.
it's not Chijo, it still didn't break it. That's like dude, come on.
Yeah.
Like they made a point specifically to say Ace and Sabo were nearly close.
Yeah, it's the thing, like, you know
Ace,
how-
And even and when they said that, they still told Sabo almost. At that point, Ace was still stronger.
Oh yeah, that's my point. But like Luffy was literally what 0 fucking wins. Like come
You know
on.
how
Yeah.
CP9, you know how
What I
CP9 had
think
a
of, like,
Roku
with
Shiki
Sabo-
or whatever.
What
Like, I'm
Sabo
pretty
was
sure-
doing,
Dragon probably has some type of like fighting technique like that he taught Sabo, like with like the Dragon Claw and shit like that. There's probably something similar to that.
Like that's even more than like Dragon Taught you a move. Like, come on, like
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
like
That just makes him that much
Think
more.
of-
Yo,
I
we got 2 Pharaoh spaces.
Yeah,
I
but
think
Master-
Dragon taught him his throwaway moves that he ain't gonna never use again.
Oh, come on.
but Master-
I mean, it could be
It
something Dragon,
Dragon
inspired
Claw,
by
like-
Dragon, or it could be just. I don't think it could be just inspired by Dragon. Like Dragon didn't really train him these things. Like he learned
that's
them,
true.
but I don't think
I
he
don't
necessarily
know.
I
had.
don't know. I feel like Dragon Claw is pretty signature. Just
yeah,
saying.
he taught
Throwing
him.
it out there.
I mean, it could be him paying homage to Dragon.
I think he
Like, you
taught
know,
him a
guys-
move that he doesn't use anymore, but it's still strong.
It's the Kamehameha.
Because
that
think
Mr.
so,
Broken
it would be mad
Exactly.
lame.
Like,
It would be mad lame if we see Dragon fighting Akainu and he's like Dragon Claw, Dragon Talent. Like yo, that's all you got, son.
I mean, but like,
I mean,
Well, that wouldn't be
He's not
all.
like-
Yeah,
Of course, it
probably
would have
was
some.
one in
Nah, it's a
there.
sneak peek, man.
No,
It's a
but
sneak
still, but
peek.
even for those same moves to even be in his like repertoire of attack, it's like yo, that's all you got, son. Come on, you like
no, I
He
feel
should be
like
stronger
now,
than that.
obviously, he's gonna have different things with the fruit. But back
Yeah.
then, I feel like he probably had all Dragon attacks.
Yeah.
I think
Even if
I
he did
think
have the
he
same
just-
attack,
he
though,
just
you don't think
inspired
it would be
by
stronger than Sabo's version?
I don't even want to see him do that same move Sabo did, and I don't think he has it.
That's wrong version, by the way.
Wait,
But
they were saying
no,
that
like-
Sanji could have done the same thing to that stadium.
I mean,
Sanji?
I think if you tried all out, like, yeah, maybe. But
The thing that we're trying to say is that Sabo did it effortlessly. Sabo
While
wasn't
fighting.
putting any force into it, really. Like he's just doing it casually. When all these other people are naming would have to go all out and really try with one of their best attacks.
So
And Sabo's not even doing it. You know
Sabo
what I mean?
pre-Devil Fruit defeating Gear 4.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
He wasn't even flexing.
Yup.
Nah, he would have to go all out, I think.
No,
He'd have to go
Dude,
all
no,
out.
no, no. He wouldn't have to go all out. He might have to start trying, but not all out. He'd
Yeah.
still win.
Yeah, you're right.
When
Luffy probably
Dude,
run out of
you
time.
like if Ace was still alive after these 2 years, do you think Gear 4 would just automatically trash Ace if he was still alive and training for those 2 years?
Wait.
Like,
Let me ask you guys this: is Sabo stronger than Doflamingo?
yes.
I think so.
I can see it potentially.
I don't know.
He's
I don't
trying. He's trying. Don't get me wrong, but like he is beating him. That's how I see
Yeah.
it.
So
Yeah,
Sabo,
I would say so, actually.
Doflamingo?
I think so, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gonna have to flex on Doflamingo.
But he would still win.
I think definitely post Maramara for sure.
Yeah,
but
post
pre,
Maramara.
I don't know.
Even with
Oh, yeah, he probably
even
would.
pre, he probably still would.
What's
Even
this-
pre-Maramara,
what
he
is this
probably would.
discussion?
Sabo versus Doflamingo, basically.
Oh, come on, boys. You know who wins.
To me, Sabo wins.
Yeah, I think so too.
He has to, yeah.
I think so also.
See, proven.
Like the one of the reasons why I think Sabo will win is that like when Sabo told Luffy, like I'm gonna have my hands full with birds, he was trolling. He just wanted Luffy to like. Sabo was like, "Alright, like I'm not gonna let Fuji interfere. I'm not gonna let Burgess interfere, but you're gonna fight your own battles, Luffy." So
Yeah.
I think Sabo just wanted Luffy to deal with that on his own. Like I don't think
Yeah.
Sabo was scared of Dofi and was trying to avoid the fight. He just wanted
Nah,
to
he
let
definitely
Luffy do
wasn't.
it.
Yeah, you know when you're in the when you're in the hood and your big brother's like, man, fight that nigga, man. Don't let that nigga ball you.
Nah, I know it's similar. It's like, all right, you know how Ace was on Alabasta with Luffy, right? And he still like left Luffy to go fight Crocodile. Like he wasn't trying to like be there to help Luffy. I think it was something like that, where like Ace could probably beat Crocodile and Sabo could probably beat
Yeah, Ace could.
Dofi, but they just let Luffy do
But
it.
the only thing I'd say in in Dofi's defense is like post Mera no Mi for Sabo is like if like because he's rookie with the fruit, him avoiding those you know how like the Smoker versus Dofi fight went, obviously Sabo is better than Smoker, but like if Smoker who's had a Logia his whole life and then Sabo who's only just got it, like to be able to manipulate his flames around the strings and stuff would be quite tricky.
But did he not
Well,
dodge? But
what I
Would
think,
it-
though,
Not even that. Would he win or would he lose, I guess, without the devil fruit? Is that what you're trying to say? Like,
Wait,
well,
let me-
without the double fruit, it would be way more challenging and stuff. But what I think, though,
Yeah.
theory is that since he doesn't have mastery over his fruit, he's not gonna rely heavily on the fruit to win. He's gonna do like fire versions of moves he already has, like Dragon Claw and stuff. He's not gonna
Wait,
be like
you guys
relying
think
on the
like
fruit.
someone could grab the fire? Like we
Of
saw
course.
Virgo grab
Yeah, you
Of
can
course.
if you have hockey.
you though.
No, but wait, but what
It was
I think,
hard.
I think
Wait,
what-
hold on.
wait. I think what
It just
Brago's trying to
depends.
say is like if you were to grab it, since because
Yeah.
he's not smoke, he's made out of fire. would it burn? you
Yeah,
still?
that's actually weird because
It would be
smokers.
burning.
It just depends if the
would
fire is stronger
burn.
than the person's hockey.
Nah. It would burn because what's this guy's name? Magellan poisons you. So I don't see why the fire wouldn't
Yeah.
burn if Magellan
I'm thinking
poisons
like
you.
that kind
Smokers
of comes
fruit
into
I think it's the
weird.
same case. If the poison is stronger than the hockey, then it'll poison you.
Smoker's fruit is weird though because
I
like
think
when
the
he goes
poison is
into like
gonna
smoke,
poison
it
you
like
either way.
it's like part of him going away. You know what I mean? But like the fire fruit, it's like creating fire. If that makes sense.
But his physical,
Well,
his
Ace
physical body is also
turning.
made of
Nah,
fire.
not
So,
really.
so technically, you
The
can't
thing is,
touch
it's like you can
him,
grab it,
burn.
but you're still gonna be burned, right? So
Yeah.
it's-
Okay, but dude, think of like someone like Kaido. Are you telling me Kaido can't go up and grab Ace? You know what I mean? Oh, it's too hot. No, he's gonna grab him and smack him down.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Like
it. You know what I mean? Like that's it.
it's
This is how it
basically going to
works.
be. It's
Kaido
basically going to
fucking
be
can't beat
the
Ace.
power of the devil fruit versus the power of the hockey. That's what I think personally.
they said this is the first stream where we've underrated Doflamingo. Doflamingo was the second strongest in Dressrosa.
I mean, Brago the fanboy.
I'm not gonna
Whoever
lie.
said that is
I'm
the
not gonna.
fanboy.
I'll say this.
I think that's arguable, but I'm a Dofi
Right after
fanboy. So
Dressrosa, right after Dressrosa, I felt like Doflamingo was stronger than Sabo. But the more we found out about like Luffy and Cracker, it's like
I mean, yo, I'm gonna be called a fanboy by Ty for saying this, but like the thing is like he's second in the Revolutionary Army, bro. Like I can't call him weak at all.
Nah, Sabo's not weak. I ain't gonna call you a fanboy over that. Like to me,
No, but you always talk about how we overrate the
Overrate
admirals just because they have the title of admirals.
Yeah.
So like,
nah, but with the admirals, it's like that's all I really hear. I never hear people talk about moves that they did. I never hear people talk about skillful things. I just hear people because they're admirals. So it's like it gets annoying.
And with
So
that,
it's like, you know, with Sabo, it's his hockey, it's his moves, how talented he was when he was younger. It's not just because he's number 2 in the Revolutionary Army. We're not just throwing a rank around.
Let me ask this question: do you guys think Sabo is gonna have King's hockey?
yes.
I think so.
No, he's not. I don't think so.
So if he
Ace
becomes-
had it, but Sabo. See, that's the thing. Like to me, like Ace was stronger than.
I don't think he will have it.
No, I think he will.
Just because of the
He's gonna
fact
be-
that
He's gonna be
like,
stronger than Ace eventually, or he's stronger than Ace now, but I don't think he's gonna have King's hockey too. Because check this out.
well,
Ace
is
had
a
it, right?
Rogers
Ace
John.
had King's hockey, but Marco was still stronger than him. So it doesn't mean that when you have it, you're stronger than everybody automatically, or that if
Oh,
you
yeah,
don't have
isn't-
it, you're
isn't-
weaker than somebody who has it.
I was gonna say something dumb.
All right, for fruit, what were you gonna say?
Maybe
No, I was
Marco
gonna
has
say,
it.
isn't Sabo's like a celestial dragon or something like that, or he's like a
No.
noble or something, or what is he?
Yeah, he was a noble.
He was the high noble.
Okay.
He was a noble. He wasn't a world noble.
Oh, okay.
Like for instance, when him and Stelly meet each other, like Stelly.
Oh, dude,
The
the
whoop
reunion.
Like that's why, like I know we talked about way back before, and we're half trolling about it. But, like if Dragon actually show up at the referee, it'd be interesting for Stelly to like see Sabo.
Someone
Mhm.
said saying an admiral is strong because he's an admiral isn't bad. He's an admiral.
This is why people say it before Ty like
And
goes. "Oh."
calling a fanboy because they're a fanboy is not mad because they're a fanboy.
But this is why people say it. Like if I was taking like a group of people, right, and I was like a high, well-known faction, I'm not gonna take garbage because if the garbage loses, right, it makes it look bad on me. So they're taking people that like they know. Again, go back to the name. Like if people see these people or hear about these people, they're gonna be like, no, like we're good. We're not gonna die today. Like let's move on.
Yeah,
Yeah, they the real deal.
yeah, for real.
Yeah,
Like,
the thing is, we're not saying. Someone just mentioned the Sabo Luffy thing. We're not saying pre-double fruit Sabo is easily stronger than Luffy, but I think
But
he
he's
is stronger.
stronger.
Than Luffy.
Yeah.
Not easily, but he's stronger than Luffy. I think that's clear. And yeah, people say post time Sabo is stronger than two times. Come on, post time Sabo is stronger than
I
two
think
times.
this argument,
Huh?
this argument is where like you get to see like who like overhypes Gear 4.
Yeah.
Like, if people believe like just because Gear 4's speed and power output,
Yeah,
they
to
do
me,
it, Sophie means he's stronger than like Sabo and the likes of Cracker and stuff like that, then like you need to reanalyze it.
Gear 4 is
Yeah.
probably stronger than Sabo, but the thing is that Luffy can't maintain that
Exactly.
form. So eventually, it's like, if Dofi survived it and if Cracker survived it, I see Sabo surviving it.
Yeah.
Here's another thing for Sabo too. Is like back to like the Dragon's
Yeah, that's
Breath.
true. Ty.
The Dragon's Breath thing, right? Like he said, like he can analyze like the weaknesses on things and then therefore like shatter them.
There's no way Luffy's gonna beat Sabo in like 30 minutes to an hour or whatever it is in Gear 4.
Nah.
It comes
He'd run out of Gear 4 and the fight would be done.
Yeah, Sabo might say, "I see the weak point of your hockey."
Exactly.
Sabo without a devil fruit at Luffy's best, like if Luffy could do the best performance he ever did, I see it being like a Rob Lucci versus Luffy fight, but Sabo takes the win though at the end without a double fruit.
But I don't know, dude.
Yeah, like a LeBron James 2016 finals.
200% Luffy tank, man. Who knows what's gonna happen?
Well, we're saying it's clear because Luffy's not beating Sabo in 30 minutes and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, he's not doing it. So without the limit, pre Mirror, post Mirror, I think Sabo was stronger than Luffy.
I think even without the devil fruit, like dude, it's Sabo, man. Like his older brother, like he never took a win off these guys.
He would have a hard time though because it's like I think it would be like a
Rob
Lucci
Lucci
thing, but Sabo wins because
no, that's what I'm saying.
As strong as Dofi was, Gear 4 wrecked him. It's like he couldn't mess with that. So I can see it wrecking Sabo too, but it's not going to be enough to KO Sabo. Sabo's going to like hang in the fight still. And then once Gear 4 runs out, he'll win. Oh, Sabo can even like put up with Gear 4, but he probably knock Luffy out in Gear 4 after a while. Like
Someone said Sabo didn't get much
quick
stronger
question.
once he got his devil fruit. Say Sabo didn't get much stronger once he got his devil fruit. Well, the thing is,
not immediately, but
not right away. But imagine how difficult this man is going to be to deal with once he masters this.
Yeah, and
his whole life without it. Now he adds a low gear devil.
It's basically that kind of bro, like strong hockey and like the beastly low gear, bro.
Yeah, the thing is like
yeah, Sabo about to be crazy.
Like you get like so much strength from mastering the devil fruit, but like even just having the devil fruit, like you can augment all your attacks with fire, and it's like impossible for anyone to hit you. Like they have to use hockey just to hurt you.
Yeah, yeah. Sabo is.
So one thing, just eating the fruit immediately increases all your offense and defense.
Yeah. One thing we said about Ace was like, Ace had the Mirror no Me. He was good with it, but we didn't see hockey as far as that.
Ace had hockey.
Yeah, but the thing is like we can assume that Sabo's hockey is just on another level of Ace's at least. But
I don't agree with that because Ace had King's hockey, and then at that time, that DGK brought up when they was comparing Sabo and Ace. At that time, they still said Ace was strong, but they said that you're almost as good as that kid. He got offered to be a warlord, but he declined it. Pretty soon you're gonna be the leader of the Revolutionary Army. They didn't say like you're better than that kid. They said you're almost like if Ace still had a bit ahead of him. The thing about Ace is he died early in a part of the series where they wasn't really showing people stuff. It's like, all right, it's like if a character in Naruto, all right, like the even though this is not the best example.
Real quick though, I think we all agree that post time skip Ace, if he had lived, he would be stronger than Sabo.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, we all agree.
Even with Sabo,
I agree.
Like the power scaling would still be the same when they were kids. Ace would be the strongest. Sabo would be really close to Ace.
Yeah.
And then there's Luffy, who's the little brother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I do see a lot of times where Ace kind of gets dismissed because he died early. People throw out stuff as far as we didn't see hockey from him. He was over reliant on his devil fruit. And I always go back to what devil fruit user isn't reliant on their devil fruit.
Yeah.
And when he fought Blackbeard nullified his devil fruit and he was still fighting.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I thought they said that Ace is a commander because he's not relying on his
exactly. That's what I'm saying. People get it mixed up. They go so hard about we can't see the hockey. He doesn't have it. Yo, they never showed hockey before, so you can't say that about everybody. That's why like people like Crocodile. You see at Marineford, like I said, he tanked everybody's attacks. He tanked Jozu attacks. He tanked Mihawk's. Mihawk even told Mihawk was like, "Yo, this isn't gonna end well," and he still was surviving. And, like, like, yo, Mihawk, go somewhere, son.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, okay, the thing is like Crocodile lost to pre-time skip Luffy, or like pre-gear Luffy. But when he went to Marineford, he was like shit talking everyone. Like, oh, you really want these hands right now?
He even stood up to Akainu, like, and Akainu even told Jinbei, like, yo, Warlord, you know how dangerous I could be. Crocodile still stood up to Akainu, and he talked junk to Jinbei, like, yo, if you're gonna do something, do it right, son.
Crocodile was shit talking Whitebeard, he was shit talking Doflamingo.
Standing up.
Crocodile
was to him and talking junk is one thing, but he actually got a lick off.
Crocodile told Jinbei, he was like, if you're gonna protect somebody, protect it Admiral level, son.
Oh nah, Crocodile. I think he was just like he was locked up so long. He's like, yo, when I get out, he's like, get out.
I just came home.
He's like that.
He's stir crazy.
Trying to hit a lick.
Yeah, you're like, yo, everybody gonna get it once. I don't care who it is.
Crocodile's been doing fucking push-ups in the cell the entire
Doing
time.
push-ups
He's hot
in
as shit.
He comes out like, yo, once I get out.
White beard, red hair.
Said people have been are underestimating Sabo. I don't think no one underestimates Sabo. I mean, we recognize that Sabo is one of the strongest characters we've seen. Where I put Sabo, I mean, I think he's right there.
First,
Right,
like right above
Admiral.
below Smoothie.
You know who does underestimate Sabo? Luffy fanboys.
Yeah.
I mean,
Luffy
well, that's
fanboys
because
still
she
think he's stronger than Cracker.
Yeah.
I think right now though, especially what we seen against Fuji, even though we didn't get to see a full all out fight, I think like right now, Sabo is what Ace was before he died or whatever. Like I don't think that like, and I think from here on out he gets stronger than Ace. But I think like right now, especially with him not having a good grasp of the fruit yet, he's like what Ace was. Remember, Ace still fought Blackbeard, he fought Aokiji, he fought Akainu, even though like, and Akainu had an advantage against him. So like I think that's what Ace is, because like Ace still had King's Haki or whatever. Like not like that automatically makes you stronger, but I think his Haki was better than Sabo's, and he had King's Haki. But right now, Sabo Haki is probably better than Ace's. He has Ace's fruit, but he doesn't have King's Haki.
Wait, I got this question. This last question. Brook versus Kinemon. Someone was asking that.
What did you say?
Oh, nah, Kinemon, because
I say Kinemon.
Yeah, Kinemon
Either retainer.
He has observation Haki, and he has
like.
armament
Let me just say it like this, right? Beating Brook with just his arms, like on a handstand. Like Brook.
What are we talking about now?
Kinemon versus Brook.
I don't know. I think
on
Kinemon's
hazard,
trash,
right? Kinemon's head was in the lab.
You think
His
he's
leg
trash?
was on the dragon. His hands, he's doing a handstand with his arms, and he's fighting Brook, and Brook had to run away.
Honestly, I don't really remember a lot of the scenes with Kinemon, but I do remember the one scene where the fucking the rubble was falling all over them, and he's fucking screaming like he's gonna die like a little pussy, and then Zoro has to cut up all the rubble like a true swordsman.
All right, true, but Kinemon, Kinemon cut fire, right? And Zoro was impressed.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. Like I think Kinemon has like crazy ass technique, but like you know what I mean? Like he knows like all that shit.
Another thing about Kinemon, right? Not only did he cut fire, right? He had crazy observation Haki, and he had armament Haki where Brook doesn't. So that just puts him on another level to where like he's gonna be avoiding Brook's attacks, and he's gonna be able to damage him a lot because he has armament Haki, and he's one of Odin's retainers. He's one of Lord Odin's retainers. So at that. Like at that time, right, where he was screaming and stuff, he wasn't trying to let it be known who he was. So he was like really surprised.
I don't think this is even a discussion.
Yeah. Let me ask you guys this one thing though. Last thing. Every time I ask like a matchup question, right, and it's between two characters, people normally give the character with King's Haki the edge. Why do we do that?
I don't do that because I say all the time, I'm like,
neither do I.
This is the point I always bring up. Like,
no.
See,
Well,
like, wait.
Doing it on Twitter yesterday.
Why I'm saying
same thing with like
because
Luffy and Sabo. They were like, "Well, I give
Sabo,
Luffy the edge. He has King's Haki."
Nah, that doesn't work like that because it's like, all right, like while Sabo doesn't have King's Haki, I still brought up the point that Marco was stronger than Ace, and Marco didn't have it, but Ace had it. So like, it definitely is a power up to that character, but it doesn't make that character more
the thing is,
stronger
like, I think King's Haki is important because, like, okay, like right now, Luffy's King's Haki is trash, so it can only take out trash. But like once it gets better, it's gonna be able to take out better people.
I don't think it's trash though because he still had a King Conqueror's Haki clash with Dofi, and it's like if he was trash, how did that happen?
Okay, yeah, another thing. I mean, it's not trash
he's not taking people out,
but like overall.
One hit. But it's not.
But it's not like developed.
It's pretty good.
In the grand scheme of things, it's not up there. It's
yeah. Because I mean, I know that
I disagree. Like it's not Shanks level, but it's not trash. It's like in the middle somewhere.
I mean,
the thing is like, I mean, I can't really think like. I mean, I know it's just a theory, but like, it's still not really like a theory because King's Haki has to do something more than just knocking out fodder.
I think what King's Haki is, and it's a good way to look at it, like to where it explains, like, having it doesn't mean that you win, but having it is a bonus. King's Haki is like a Kekkei Genkai, like, it's just a boost. It doesn't mean that you win though.
Yeah, I mean, I think, dude, I don't know. I feel like you can do some crazy shit with King's Haki. Like, you know how like Shanks like destroyed the ship just from like having his hockey on guard. Like, you know, what'd be crazy, bro? I want to see Shanks destroy like just tear it to pieces with like one like Conqueror's hockey blast. Like, you know what I mean? Like that'd be crazy.
Maybe that's how he'll kill Kaido.
Probably could.
Just like imagine if like Shanks just like
Come on, son.
exploded a ship with Conqueror's hockey. That'd be crazy.
I don't know.
Yo, no, that would be crazy. It's like Shanks. Remember when Shanks came to Marineford, right? And he was like, "Yo, if anybody else want to fight, you got to fight us." So they all fell back. Imagine if they was like,
Hockey to everyone.
if they told Shanks, "We'll fight you," then he just King's Hockey. The only one that's left is like Mihawk, the Admirals, and Hancock. Garp and Sengoku. Everybody else is just knocked out.
You know what would have really been crazy if Shanks wasn't asking. Like if he was just like gonna fight. Like we gonna fight.
Yeah. Be able to throw hands.
Someone said Zoro has trashed King's Haki, I think. You don't even know if he has it yet.
I think he does.
Come on.
What would you do if like at Marineford, you know how Shanks' personality is? He just let them all beat him up because they didn't hurt any of his friends.
Oh my god!
I mean, he would tank
It
everything.
would be fine. Exactly.
I don't know, man.
Wait.
He goes like, are you watching?
Wait. You're saying Shanks gonna be at Marineford, not hitting anybody?
He's just trolling. He's trolling.
He's saying like the bar. He's like the bar
This is the
scene.
thing. Like what I want to say, I remember when we heard kids say that they're gonna go after Shanks and they showed that evil picture of Shanks. Everybody was like, "Oh, is Shanks evil?" Shanks was only that nice because he was in Luffy's hometown. He was just trying to be like a gentleman and to his wife. I think his wife was there or whatever. He was just trying to be a gentleman. To everybody else, he's a crazy, scary dude, and you're not gonna punk him around like that. So at Marineford, you see how they all was like, "All right, Shanks, we'll stop." He's like a scary dude to everybody else. He's not gonna hit him.
Well, look at how he's drawn. You know, when he's in the hometown and compared to Marineford, it's a completely different Shanks we see. Like,
even when he goes to Whitebeard,
you know, it's
he
like
put the King's Haki on.
Especially the drawings where like we get little glimpses of him. Every single one is like his eyes silhouetted out, him looking with like an evil smirk. It's not necessarily evil, but it's more so
not
sinister.
like pure-hearted.
Yeah,
like
he's not, like he's not evil, but he's not as good as people think he is.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say that he's not as good, but like he's not a pushover. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not.
I'm with Ty in the fact because obviously he's not evil in terms of like he wouldn't go to that hometown. He wouldn't be friends with like Makino.
Or even care about
stuff like that. He wouldn't be able to have that kind of relationship with these people if he was an evil guy. But it's just like what Ty's saying. From what we see of him, to anyone else, like the Marines, etc., he isn't that guy.
But I mean, when you think about
else,
it,
he's like Kaido, like.
But think about it like this though, like the whole world government thought like Gold Roger was like literally the worst person ever. You know what I mean?
True,
exactly. Man. But like when you were just like seeing him in different moments, he seemed like one of the nicest guys. He literally was about to tell Whitebeard how to get to One Piece. You know what I mean? He's like, I don't really care.
And then he kills Squirtle's crew after.
The
glimpses of
Whitebeard was just his
But
friend.
the thing about Squirtle's crew is we don't really know. We know people like to challenge strong people, so we don't know if he challenged Roger and Roger killed his whole crew.
Squirtle probably stepped up to him, and Roger's like, "Nah, not today."
Roger doesn't accept that whenever like someone steps up to him, so that's probably what happened. Squirtle stepped up to him. Roger's like, "Nah, I'm not having it."
It probably was more than just stepping up to him.
I doubt
if someone
Roger
stepped up to like Luffy wouldn't murder his crew. Squirtle probably stabbed someone in his crew or something. Like
Did he solo the crew?
Bro, I want to see.
I doubt Roger.
I can see it.
I doubt Roger picked Squirtle's crew out and just chose to do it out the blue.
Yeah,
I feel like it might be a Bellamy situation.
Who we killing today, boys?
I think Roger.
What if Squirtle was like Luffy from Jaya, right? And like Roger was in the pub, and like Squirtle stepped in, was talking about like Skypiea. He was like, Skypiea doesn't exist.
Yeah, Whitebeard wasn't having it. I mean, Roger wasn't having it.
And then Roger, before he left,
Squirtle's wife like dragged him.
You know how people
Whitebeard sat in the street, and he does the same speech as Blackbeard.
You know how people...
that's Shiki.
Oh yeah, Shiki.
You know how people over exaggerate? Like, say if Theory plays Brago and Burning Blood, right? And Theory wins, right? And Theory wins by a little bit, but he tells everybody, "I demolished Brago. I destroyed him."
I mean, if he won, the only thing that matters are W's, right?
Goldie Roger, right?
That's how you sell a fight.
Goldie Roger beat Squaddle's crew up really bad, but Squaddle goes around telling people Roger killed them. The whole crew. Like, he killed the whole crew. Aren't you a part of your whole crew? How are you still alive? Well, no, I mean, everybody besides me.
Yeah, Squaddle
like,
yo, who's probably killed his own crew.
Behind you. Oh, that's my new crew. It was a homie.
Squaddle tells everyone he's like, the reason I lost, guys, was because I was like so bad.
Oh my god.
What if
Squaddle got tricked? Like Squaddle got tricked. Roger to get to him.
Man, he told me he had bitches in the back.
What if Squaddle was just like the only member of his crew? So when he was defeated, the entire crew.
That what happened to Moria too? That's
yeah.
Kind of.
If it wasn't for Roger, I would rule the new world.
Or like Squaddle stepped to Roger. Roger used his Sharingan and then a Jitsu to make him think he killed his whole crew, but he didn't kill his whole crew.
Nah, that's like Rinnegan.
Because Akainu fed him a bunch of BS and he believed it without even batting an eyelash.
He was like, Squaddle, your crew is dead. I killed them all. Like,
yeah.
Like, it was BS, but also wasn't, because they're all dying.
Before Roger went to Jaya, he's like, "Oh, where are you going?" "I'm going to the sky." Just like Skypiea. Because he went to Skypiea right after, right? So near Luffy's.
Skypiea doesn't exist.
Yeah. All right. So I got.
Squaddle's like a
I
massive.
gotta say this though. Virgo and Darkseid going at it in fucking chat always. Yo. Like they had like it's so long. It's like at least like 100 comments between just them two. Just going back.
But it's definitely Virgo.
They're the two best guys, man. Those are the two best guys in the world.
Virgo and
man. You gotta
Darkseid.
meet them.
Those guys.
Uncle Kizaru?
Yeah, I'm gonna respond back to your comment later, Virgo.
Wait, where's the comment? Wait, hold on. I gotta see these.
Like, go look at the comments between Virgo on the last stream on the
on any stream, honestly.
I mean, any stream, to be honest. But they
I can't see it. I'm on my phone.
I haven't read the comments in like fucking months. I should start reading the comments. People are probably like, "Who's that faggot with the Martin Shkreli avatar?"
Oh, that's you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nah.
They will most likely though. They both just don't agree on something for some reason or whatever. Like they both try to
never agree.
They both try to have good information or whatever. That's the thing. Like I don't know. Like sometimes y'all be coming at Virgo, but Virgo does come with he does come with proof from the manga. Like yo, chapter this.
Virgo and Darkseid, they the kings of getting them manga back.
I pride myself on knowing like certain scenes from the top of my head, but these guys know what chapter number what page.
It only takes them like 15 seconds.
Guys,
literally has 152 replies.
I consistently have to approve comments because it has so many links to chapters, and it's like you really want this to post. I'm like, what the fuck is it? They have like chapters for everything they're saying. I
wouldn't be surprised if like they just got like 1 million tabs open. Each source they need.
I've had these arguments so many times.
No, yeah, I don't be doing that. Like people be like, "Yo, show me the manga panel." I'm like, that's too much work.
Nah, bro, they got like separate folders in their bookmarks. They're like, this is like Marco.
Right.
I don't understand. Kind of like
this is Marco's folder. This is Milton's folder.
I think Ty agrees as well. Like I don't really need like to see the manga panels because I've read it enough times to know what scene you're on about.
What are you on about?
Like, as in like, if, for example, if we were to argue, I wouldn't.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
He's literally trolling you, Theory.
I would want you to show me I wouldn't need you to show me the manga.
Goes on.
Because
what happened in that chapter where that one guy, saw Panda Man for the first time? What chapter is that, Theory?
246.
Yep, you got it.
What?
Really? All right. Like the stream people, we're gonna
Like,
try
for
to get
real?
we're definitely gonna get a ranking into tomorrow or
Yo,
this weekend.
I got one question. How do y'all feel about the jacket fruit?
Oh, for the love of God.
No, hold on.
Oh,
I
boy.
brought up this question. Like, what if-
I heard some
what
good
if
arguments.
Carrot's real name was Piccolo.
What?
Huh?
Yo, that Dragon Ball Z news. We're gonna talk about that next stream too.
What? Oh,
I'm
no.
excited.
Okay.
I'm really
Dragon Ball Z, man.
I still need to watch last week's episode.
Just gonna dub Steble's question, I guess.
Okay, guys, have you discussed
I'm here for you, man.
Tomago versus Pedro?
Thank you.
Sabo versus Pedro. Is that what you just said?
Tomago versus Pedro.
Well, what about Sabo versus Pedro?
That's
anyways, like the stream people. Like the stream. I maybe tomorrow. Wait, do you guys want to do the ranking? Because we're like,
I don't care. I'm down.
Also.
I'm in there.
So I'm gonna start doing kingdom discussions as well.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I gotta get caught up.
Like
bro.
the stream.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing the
Braga, what about those Toriko discussions you promised me?
The kingdom, man. That's all it's all about.
the Toriko discussions. People were requesting those. Then after they're like,
Yo,
we ain't gotta do
theory.
it.
I'm on like
Toriko's
chapter
has
6.
Yeah.
I'm a slow reader, theory.
I-
Give me
yeah,
time.
no worries, Steve. As long as you're on it, man.
Toriko's the hype,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Come on.
Or you don't even have to train in Toriko. You just have to eat a piece of meat and you're fucking hacks.
Like we did with the like the Hunter Street Toriko now, it's no more content. I mean, we can do some, but
Hunter x Hunter. I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool to talk about at least. Like, we can do like one stream on it, but like that's all we can probably do.
I mean,
Gone
we shouldn't really do-
Freaks versus Gear 4 Luffy.
Oh yeah, theory.
we shouldn't really do.
Wait.
No spoilers.
Is this the gone after the fact? I know you guys know. What I'm
Oh
talking
wait, Steve.
no spoilers.
No spoilers.
Wait. Let's end it there.
talking about.
Yeah, but
Go.
Oh wait, no, don't talk about Gear 4th Luffy though. I haven't read the anime yet.
Alright, the anime.
Nice.
We out. Peace.